Hi and welcome back to Garden Ninja. Today's video is going to show you how to prune your gooseberry bushes to get the most fruit out of them this year. So come on, let's get cracking. Now, gooseberry bushes are a perennial fruit bush, meaning they fruit year after year. But you do need to prune them to make sure you get the most out of them, because if you leave them, then the old wood just tends to get really congested and the fruit yield gets lower and lower year on year. So what I'm going to show you today is how to prune your gooseberries to make sure that you get the most fruit and that they're in the most productive shape possible. So usually you prune gooseberries in the middle of winter when they're dormant, but what I find is that beginner gardeners often get confused about where to make the pruning cuts, because you need to make cuts to what's called an outward facing bud. If you make them to an inward facing bud, you're just going to increase that congestion as the growth all starts to grow inwards and gets tangled. So I find the best time of year to prune gooseberries is early March here in the UK, which is when the buds have just started to break. And I find it's really helpful because you can see which way the buds are growing, and that's going to inform your pruning cuts. So let me show you now on this gooseberry how I'm going to prune it. So you're going to need a clean sharp pair of secateurs to make your pruning cuts. And the first thing you need to do is stand back and look at the shape of your gooseberry bush. And you want to nip out any diseased, damaged or crossing material, because if it's crossing, it's simply going to rub and cause injury to the plant. So that's the first thing. We tidy up the gooseberry bush. Now the second thing we do is we start to take off a third of the growth. So you want to look at each one of those stems and laterals and take them back by a third to an outward facing bud. And the reason why I do this beginning of March is that you can see the buds. So you'll be able to tell which ones are facing outwards and which ones are facing inwards. So let me show you that now. So when we're making cuts, we want a nice clean sharp cut away from the bud, like this. You see that there? Perfect. So I'm going to work my way around and just take out anything that's crossing or in the way, like that one there. This one's damaged, so that needs to be cut back to there. And I'm just going to take off roughly a third of all of these. That's going to probably cross with there, so let's go for there. And just work my way around. That's in the wrong place. Just tidy it up. That's dead in there. That can come out. That can come out. So these here are the buds that we're talking about, and you always want to find one that's facing outwards. What we don't want is to trace back and find one here that's growing inwards, because that's just going to force all the energy down here and it's going to congest and cross with this one. So let's have another example. So I want to take off a third of this to an outward facing bud, and that's the bud I want. So I'm going to cut at an angle, snip, and the same with this one here. I want that bud there, roughly a third, snip. And I'm going to work my way around this shrub now and nip back any growth. So this was the outward facing bud that I wanted, and I've cut a third off just above that there, so you can see that that's now gone. Now I'm going to remove this entire stem here because it's just getting in the way, and I want to clear out some of the centre of this shrub. So let's take that back. There we go. So here is a prime example of growth, old growth that needs to be removed. It goes all the way back to the centre, but all these laterals here that are growing off it are starting to rub and congest against other branches. And because we want the open goblet shape, this is in the way. So I'm going to take it all the way back. So I'm going to take it all the way back, and it may seem brutal. There we go. Let's get rid of that one. So here's a classic example of a crossing one. So see that they're crossing, they're probably going to start to rub. So I need to take this one back, and then that removes that there, so I can take that out and it crosses no more. So this is quite an established gooseberry bush here in this container, and I want to remove this bit because it's old wood and it's right in the middle and it's causing a bit of congestion. So let's nip that out. And then we can see what we're playing with. And I want this open goblet shape, so I'm going to remove some of these inwardly facing buds that I should have removed last year. So we'll snip that off. That needs to come off as well, right back to that main stem. We don't want these growing inwards, so we'll remove that one. That's crossing, so let's take that back to an outward facing bud in the right direction. What else have we got? These two are crossing, remove that. That one seems fine. Outward facing bud. Take that one back by a third. This one here is a really old stem, so I'm going to remove that all the way back. Take off to an outward facing bud there. Same with these to there. And then to there. As you can see, once you get a bit of confidence, you'll be able to whiz through this. Now this one's going to get in the way, so I'm going to take that back. Yeah, to there. There's an outward facing bud there. So that liberates that. There we go. We are cooking on gas. And you can see this open goblet shape. That's in the way. And that one probably is going to be in the way as well. So this is weak growth here, so I'm going to remove that because it's really spindly. And there we go. We've got this open goblet shape. You can kind of put your hands through. Oops. There's one here that we don't want. Let's get rid of that. And then also outward facing bud to there. But you've got this open goblet shape, nothing's crossing or rubbing, and we've reduced it by a third. So let's do one more example to show you that. Now here we have a really old, unproductive gooseberry bush. So I'm going to prune this slightly harder than the younger bushes I've just shown you. Probably going to take out about half of this, which will reinvigorate it and cause fresh growth this year. Now I probably won't get a huge amount of fruit this year, but the year after it'll be amazing. So let's do that now. So you can see now how we're working towards the open goblet shape. I mean, this one was in a really bad shape, so I've taken it down from about here all the way down, removed a lot of the old growth, but as you can start to see, we're getting this open goblet shape. Nothing is crossing, damaged or diseased, and hopefully in a year or two we'll start to get loads more gooseberries. So just to recap, what we're aiming for is the open goblet shape, like an outstretched palm, with loads of air and space in between. You don't want anything rubbing, and if anything's damaged, diseased, you need to snip that out back to the next healthiest shoot. I also recommend that you remove a third of old growth and a third of last year's growth. So it's super easy. Just remember the rule of thirds. Take out anything that's crossing and you'll end up with this open goblet shape. So there we have it, my super easy way to prune your gooseberries. If you've liked this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Hit the bell for notifications. I've been Garden Ninja, happy gardening.